Baby, tell me if you like it. Baby, tell me if you like it.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's the Tastemaker and welcome to my YouTube channel if you're new here. And if you're an oldie but goodie, hey sis, how you been? Today, you guys, I have a video that you guys are going to absolutely love, and that is on how I apply my lace frontals. So you guys can get this extremely natural looking frontal. Woo, yes, honey. Get into it. Just get into it. I'm gonna give you guys a moment to get into this lace frontal and this amazing hair. Like this hair, you guys, to be honest with you guys, this is honestly the best that my hair has ever looked. Like on my YouTube channel, this is the best. Like this is the best. It's the best my hair has ever looked. I think a lot of you guys will like this video as well because I did not do any baby hair in this tutorial. And a lot of times people feel like you have to do baby hair in order for your hair to look natural. And as you guys can see, that is not true. You can definitely skip the baby hair and still have your hair look natural. This right here isn't really considered baby hair to me. I just have like a little piece slicked back just so that this part, you know, kind of goes back and looks, you know, more natural, like a natural hairline. So this hair is by Sunber Hair. They were nice enough to go ahead and send me over their 100% virgin human hair. This is Peruvian straight. I have in 2 bundles of 26 inches and a part. When I say a part of a 24 inch and then a 20-inch frontal. When you have a frontal, you can definitely part your hair anywhere. If I wanted to flip my hair over this side, I could and have it back like this. If I wanted to part it down the middle, I can part it down the middle as well. And you guys can get this natural looking scalp. You guys see my scalp looks extremely natural. Everything about this hairline looks like it is my natural hair. And I'm going to show you guys how to do exactly that in this video. If you guys want to know how I pluck my frontals, I will be showing you guys how to pluck a frontal in a very detailed video. You guys will see that video coming up next week. But I did want to show you how to at least layer frontal, because plucking it is one thing, but the steps that I'm going to show you in this video is a whole nother thing on how to get your lace fronts to look very natural. For those of you guys who are dark skinned like myself, you guys don't have to worry about tinting the frontal or anything like that. I know a lot of people on YouTube like to tint their frontals, but that is not necessary. If you follow the steps that I'm going to show you guys today, you guys don't have to do any of that. I am absolutely blown away by how natural my hair looks, and this frontal, the hair itself is really nice. And one thing I like about this particular frontal is that this frontal is extremely dense. Not in a bad way, it's dense in a very good way in my opinion. A lot of times I get frontals and they're really thin, and because they're so thin, I feel like I have to add more bundles in the back or have to do a little bit extra for me to get, you know, get this kind of look. So that's one thing I like about it. I'll go ahead and do a flip over on this side as well, just so you guys can see the versatility of this hair. I did pull my frontal a little bit too far up. I could have definitely pulled it back some, but you know, that's okay. There is no need to do baby hairs in the way that I'm going to show you how to do this. So the first thing that I did was wet the frontal and brush all of the hair back, and then I let it sit overnight and let it air dry, and this is what it looks like. So I'm going to use some of my Turn Up the Heat, which is a heat protectant. I will leave a link down to this product below. I'm like running out of this, so I sprayed the frontal with that first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and press out the entire frontal. It's already flat, but we can get this a lot flatter. As you guys see, that frontal is plucked to perfection. I will show you guys how to pluck a frontal next week, so stay tuned for that video. So the hot comb that I'm using is an electric hot comb. I will try to find one online and I will link it down below for you guys. So I went ahead and preheated the hot comb, and now I'm just going to pretty much comb the hair backwards. Now I know you guys are thinking like, oh, the frontal is already flat, why are you doing this part? Now the thing is, it's flat, but there's parts in the frontal, like towards the back part, that are not flat just yet. So we want to get this as flat as possible, and that's what's going to give us a really natural looking frontal. So now I'm taking the back of the hot comb and I am using a little bit of pressure and pressing that frontal down. So we want to make it nice and flat. And I know some of you guys are like, oh my god, it's flat enough, but honey, no, we need to get this thing together, okay? So now I just want to make sure that our tracks are nice and flat as well behind the frontal, because some of my tracks are buckling just because I was rushing, honestly. Once I got towards the top, I was so tired making this wig. So I'm just taking the back of the hot comb and I'm going to press these out and try to flatten them a little bit before I sew them down, because I am going to re-sew some of these. But you do want to try to get, you know, a lot of that as flat as possible. So I'm just using the back of the comb. So now we're going back to the frontal and I'm just parting different sections in the hair, and I'm just trying to get the back pieces laid really flat. So I'm going to do a run through in the back part of the frontal. Excuse my hand right here. But you guys can see, I just wanted you guys to get an up close personal look on how I'm pressing this part out. You want to use the comb and kind of use the back part as well to put a little pressure on the sides. And you guys see how nice that looks? Like, it's so bomb when you do it this way. Starting with a stack of them jewels, hey baby. Riding in the lack with a move, hey baby. I'm in the club hollering, hey baby. Hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby. I'm in the club hollering, hey baby. Hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby. I'm in the club hollering. Now when I holler, hey baby, I'm finna get my groove on. It's so hot up in the club that I ain't got no shoes on. Holding up a big stack of them hundreds in a rubber band. So don't ask me for no cash, cause I'm not that other man. Everybody tripping. So now that our frontal is good to go, we're going to start working on the bundles in the back. And this is another heat protectant that I'm using on here. I like to use this heat protectant as well because it also gives the hair a beautiful shine. But be careful with this because you don't want your hair to end up being too oily and weighing down your fresh bundles with oil. I'm in the DJ booth taking pictures with the DJ. You wanna know what we say? When clubs get crunk, what? Hey baby, let it play, that's my song, turn it up, okay? You wanna know what we say? When clubs get crunk, what? Hey baby, let it play, that's my song, turn it up, okay? You wanna know what we say in the club? Hey baby, white folks, gangsters in the thug, hey baby. Starting with a stack of them dub, hey baby. Riding in the lack with a move, hey baby. I'm in the club hollering, hey baby. Hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby. I'm in the club hollering, hey baby. Hey baby, hey baby, hey baby. Okay, so the first thing that you're gonna need is the Got to Be Glued spray. I typically like to just use this when I am applying my wigs rather than using the gel. Personal preference type of thing, it's not a must. You're also gonna need some kind of mixing bowl if you have one, or you can use like an old Tupperware bowl that you no longer use. And then you're also going to need this hair dyeing brush. So I got this set from Forever 21. I think it was like $5 or something like that, so check them out. So I have the bowl and then I have the brush as well. And then the final thing that you're going to need is some scissors. Now these are all like gunky because I have done so many wigs with these, so I really need to clean them, but that's what you're gonna need. And then of course your wig. So before we put on our wig, I do have this stocking cap that is really light. And I know some of you guys are like, girl, that is not your color, why are you using that one? No problem. So how we're gonna fix this is I'm going to take a makeup brush. This is the flat top brush that I have from Wet n Wild. This is probably like $3 or $5 or something like that. And then I'm gonna take my foundation, my Fenty Beauty foundation. This is in the color 440. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand, about that much. You really don't even need that much, but there you have it. And then I'm just gonna get my brush like this and then go across the front of the cap, like all in the front. I do need to pull this down some. I like to pull it like kind of down over my ears, and then we're just gonna get a little bit more and then just apply this all over the front part of our lace. You don't have to go that far back, but you do want to cover a majority of this, so just cover what you can. And then this will look more like my scalp once I cut all the lace off and everything. But this is just the first part. Okay. So I think we're good. I'll just take whatever's left over and just put it on here as well. So bam. Now if you guys see it, now it looks more like my skin tone, right? So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Got to Be Glued spray, and then I'm going to spray it inside of the bowl. So then you'll have like something like this, okay? And you just wanna keep spraying that inside of there till you have like, it should look kind of like water. So it's just a whole bunch of it in there. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my brush and I'm going to dip it inside of here. And then I'll come in closer for you guys, and I'm going to begin to apply it to my cap. And I usually like to go like a little bit past my hairline. I don't like to go right on my hairline because I don't want the frontal to be there. So, and then we'll just go like that. You're also going to need a blow dryer. So if you have a blow dryer, now would be the time to get it out. The free spray dries a lot quicker than the gel, and it holds a lot better than using the Got to Be Glued gel. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. Some people, they like the gel better. I like the spray better. So this is what I use. If you have like Bold Hold or some other kind of adhesive that you like to use, you can use that. But this is just something that I like to use. It's a lot less, it's also a lot less expensive than using Bold Hold. And then sometimes Bold Hold is sold out, but you'll always have like the Got to Be Glued free spray. You can even get this at Walgreens, so that's a plus. So now I'm gonna go grab my blow dryer because I forgot to grab it, and then I'm gonna blow dry this area. So now I think we are just about dry. Yeah. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your scissors, and I like to make like an incision like right in the middle, like just a little cut like that. And then I like to work in sections. So I'll cut this side first, and then the other side. And then another thing I want to do is kind of clip right by my ear. Boom, boom, and just keep cutting up so that the cap goes behind my ear, okay? And then we're gonna go as close as we possibly can. When you're pulling it, you want to kind of pull back and then cut along that area. Okay, and then this little extra piece, don't worry about that. We're gonna handle that in just a minute. And then I'm gonna do the same to this side. Kind of cut up down the center, like in the center of our ear. Put that back there. This section here, perfect example, it's not ready yet. So what we're gonna do is we're going to get our brush again and our freeze spray, and then I'm going to put some right there. This down. So now that we have our cap down and we're nice and secure, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my wig. So this is the wig that I made. I haven't cut the lace off of it just yet. As you guys can see, it has a very natural hairline. So what I am gonna do, I am going to go ahead and cut the lace off of here. So now what I'm gonna do, before I put my wig on, the next thing that I'm gonna do is actually put some of the Got to Be Glued hairspray on my hairline. Well, my new hairline. And I'm just gonna spray once again in the bowl. You just wanna spray until you have a nice amount of in here. And then I'm going to take that and then put that right where I want my wig to lay. So like all right here. This part here. Okay, there we go. So there's this part. And then this other half here, you see how we can see that line? So what I'm gonna do is take my scissors and actually cut some of this so that it's all flat. Because we don't want any kind of line like that. So now I'm gonna take this half and I'm gonna pull it down some. Take this half over here, pull this down where that's supposed to go. And I will do a tutorial on how to pluck your hairline because I did try something new and I think it worked for me. Well, it looks like it worked. So now that I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing, I will do a tutorial on it. But now I'm just going to kind of part my hair. I did already flat iron my hair like you guys saw on camera, so I don't really have to do too much flat ironing. But this is what my hair is looking like on the sides. And it looks extremely natural. As you guys see, this hair is amazing. There is no tangling, no shedding. This is the box that the hair came in. It is a nice sturdy box. In the back, it gives you some details on how to maintain your hair. So for those of you guys who are new to human hair and you're not really sure on how to maintain and take care of your hair, they do have instructions here in the back. These kind of boxes are always great for storage. When I'm done with my wigs, I always store them in these boxes. So I love when companies give me these boxes. It does also come with a fishnet stocking cap in there along with the individually wrapped frontal and bundles. So when you get it, you will have the bundles like this. Each bundle is also labeled, so you never have to worry about, oh, which one is this one. It says the hair texture, it says that it's Peruvian, and then at the bottom it says how many inches it is. So the bundles are also pretty full in my opinion as well, all the way through. This here is the, I don't know why I balled it up like this, but this is the frontal that I didn't end up using. I mean, this is the bundle that I didn't finish using. This is the 24-inch. I still have a lot of this hair left over. And then another track right here that's left over. So I have all this hair that is left over. And then I also have a bundle that I haven't even opened yet. So if you do like really full wigs, you can definitely add 4 bundles in. I typically go for like 3 bundles, sometimes 2, but most of the time I fit like 2 bundles in my hair. This is 100% virgin hair, and you guys, I have to be honest with you guys, this is probably the best like hair like that I've received thus far. I know you guys are like, man, you always say that. No, but I'm like serious, like this is some really nice hair. And not only that, you guys, this hair is extremely affordable. Like I'm talking about very budget friendly. So all you girls out there who are like college students, or maybe you're just trying to save you some money on some human hair, I think this is a great vendor. They have their own website. You can reach them at sunberhair.com. The hair that I have in right now, this is 7A Peruvian, 100% human hair. And one thing that I really appreciated about this particular hair company is that all of the bundles and the frontal were consistent. The frontal was just like all of the bundles. Every time I opened up a new bundle, it felt just like the last one. The same thing with my frontal, and consistency is always great. And that's how you know that this was from one donor, because a lot of times when you have companies, you'll have inconsistencies in the bundles, and the reason being is because it's non-Remy hair. And what non-Remy means is that the bundles are coming from different donors. So that's why sometimes your frontal will be different from your bundles, or one bundle will be really good and the other one is like not so great. Whereas this hair that I have in right here, this is from one donor and the hair is consistent all the way through. There is no difference in color from the frontal to the bundle. So if you did want to dye your hair, you don't have to worry about, oh, I bleached my frontal, or I bleached my bundles and my frontal and my bundles aren't matching. I also have a discount code for you guys as well, so you guys can click on the link down below. So the handling time is 24 hours. After you place your order with them, your hair will be processed within 24 hours, which is great because I know a lot of us, especially in today's society, we don't like to wait for anything. The delivery time after they've processed it is 3 business days. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Deuces!